Hello, let's get started with getting your King Schools email set up and ready to go. First thing you're going to want to do is go to Outlook.com. Your username and password is going to be first initial last name at kingstudent.org. Password is going to be KSWA and your student number. Now I've already set up this account, but the first time you log in, it's going to ask if you're vision impaired, if you need that, and if you need to put the time zone for Pacific, so you want to make sure that's set up in Pacific for calendar features. You have King Schools email here. This looks like regular Outlook. You have all the regular inbox, drafts, unread messages, calendar, contacts, tasks, all of that good stuff to explore, but it all works very well like you're familiar with regular Outlook. In the top here, you have the ability to look through your mail, just shortcuts to the same things. You have the ability to create Office documents, which I'll explain later. And then you also have more, which gives you the opportunity to link devices with this, which I can explain just briefly later. Online file storage with SkyDrive, and the ability to sync this with your phone. So this is your Outlook email. When you shift to the next thing that I'm going to talk about, which is SkyDrive, it's going to ask you for age verification, and that's just basically put in a year that shows that you're above the age of 14 and then agree to their terms and conditions. So you would see that. I won't here because I've already set this account up. But what I've linked to now here is not only do we have email, but we have what's called cloud storage or online file storage. If I scroll over, I will see a cloud, which just means my stuff is saved on Microsoft's secure servers. I have 25 gigabytes of storage, which is a lot, and I have an ad here that I want to get rid of, so I'm going to just exit out of that. Now, if I come over here, I'm going to see that I have some folders, I have some what looks like a Word file and a PowerPoint, and then I have a list of options up here, and I'm going to go through those just briefly. If I click New, it's going to ask me to make one of the following items, a new folder that I could set up. I can also create an Office document online, whether it be Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or OneNote. You don't have to have Office on your PC or Mac in order to create an online Office document. This will allow you to create a scaled down version of an Office 2010 Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or OneNote file. So the benefit of that is not only does your computer not have to have Office, but you can create a file online and access that file from any Mac or PC that has internet access. Create a file at school, go home, log in, that file is there waiting for you to continue working with. The other benefit of that is that you can, and I'll show you in a minute, collaborate with other students and share documents that more than one student can work on together. And of course, just the ability to back this up so you don't lose it, you're not using thumb drives all the time, and you're not having to email files for yourself. So any of these Office apps here gives you the ability to create Office files online, save them online automatically, and then access them anywhere. So I'm going to click on Word document. It's going to ask me to give it a name. I'm just going to take this generic name. And it's going to show you what's probably about 80 to 90% of what desktop Office looks like. Most of the features, all of them look pretty familiar. Font, style, underline, paragraph, different styles here if you want to look at some of these other ones, no spacing, heading, all of these other things. All should look pretty familiar. This means open in Word, which if you have Office on your computer, PC or Mac, you can run it locally and use all the features of Word. So you could create something here and then work on it locally as well. So kind of a nice feature there. The ability to insert links, tables, clip art are all there. Not only there, but also in PowerPoint and Excel and OneNote. So all those features are there. You have the ability to, of course, save it online, print the document, share it with others, which is a big one, and you can change your privacy and close out and all of that fun stuff. So I'm going to just put a sample sentence here. I'm going to save it, clicking the Save button there, and then I'm going to exit out. And you're going to see now that this document that I've created shows up as document 2 in my SkyDrive. This is not saved on my computer. This is saved completely online. If I hover over this, I can now edit it again in a browser. I could open it in Word. I could share it as a link to somebody to just look at, or I could edit the permissions and actually let others log in and look at this, or log in and make changes. Now, they wouldn't be logging into my account. They would just have permission from their own account to be able to log in and work on this. And this is a feature here where you would share it with, let's say, peers in your class. You're working on a lab or a report together. You've started the document. Now they can log in and they can edit it and they can continue on. You could make this editable by a teacher if you wanted them to be able to come in and red ink some of your work and share with them. And sharing is very easily because you would just simply type in their email address and give them their share options. So that's all accessible within this. Please remember, Closed Campus is for email only, not for SkyDrive components, so things could be shared publicly, even though that still requires you sharing the exact URL for them to be able to see this. I would recommend never sharing anything publicly, but just having a group of friends. Someone at Windows Live is basically just your quick profile. I would continue to leave this generic and set your settings here to limited or private. You want to have as much security as you can when you're having anything posted online, and doing that would keep you safe and secure. So I'm going to hover over Windows Live again, go back into SkyDrive, and show you not only can you do, of course, Office documents, which I just showed you, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote. But you can add files. If I have a PDF, if I have a song, if I have a picture, if I have a movie, any of those, I can add those files from my computer and save them online. And again, the benefit of that is I save it online and my computer crashes. I have not lost that file. It's accessible from any web-enabled computer. I can share it with others, and I can also allow others to look at these files that I share. So I'm going to just put it in a new folder, and I'm going to just say video test because that's what I'm making. And I'm going to grab a quick little Charlie Brown video that I have saved on my computer, and it's going to say that I could either drag the file on, although you have to get, I think, Silverlight in order to do that part. But this is a part here you don't need Silverlight. You just select your documents, and it's just going to say where is this file located, and I'm going to click that, go to my desktop, because I believe my Charlie Brown video was here somewhere. And there it is, Linus Christmas Monologue, great piece there. You can see it's 12.9 megabytes that I looked at. Your upload limit is 50 megabytes per file, which means I can upload as many files as I want, but none of my files on their own can exceed 50 megabytes. That's okay. You can upload any Office document. It won't exceed that. Pictures won't exceed that. A single picture won't. Song files won't exceed that. Publisher files, PDFs won't exceed that. The only thing that would exceed that would be if you're doing video editing, if you're doing high-def stuff, then you're going to be limited with that. You will not be able to upload a file larger than 50. So I'm going to pause this while it uploads. And actually, while it uploads, I'll give out the disclaimer that these accounts are property of King Schools, and anything you post is under the expectation that it is school related. We do have the ability to lock accounts, block accounts, view accounts, or help too. If you lose your password, I can always help get that reset. But please make sure that you work with discretion and know that these files need to be school related and appropriate. Just want to make sure that that was said and understood. And if you look at this, you'll see 13 megabytes took us, I'd say about a minute and a half. And I would just continue. And there's my monologue. I can choose to share it. I can download it. So if I am at home and I want to download this video and watch it at home, I can download it. But as of right now, this video is saved online. I'm going to hover over this Windows Live, go back into SkyDrive again. And if I have a Word document locally on my computer that I want to bring up, I can also do that. So I'm going to go to Add Files. I'll just keep it in that video test folder that just has that video. I'm going to go find a Word file. It could be Word, PowerPoint, whatever. The reason why I'm showing Office files here is if I double click that and upload it, which is fast, it's very small, it's going to open up in the browser. I can now edit it in this case. So if I go to edit in browser, it's going to convert it, but it's going to make it to where it's editable. So if I've already got files that I've created from past years, I can upload those and edit those, and that's for all Office documents. And as you can see, I've got some information here. I've got everything that I've done. I can edit it, I can make changes, and then I would save it, and it would save as it is in the cloud. And I could access that again from any computer. Again, Macs and PCs can do all of this. iPads, iTouches, Droid devices, they can all access these files to look at them. So if you wanted to use files you kept on here as notes, you can definitely look at them. Right now, iPads and Touches will not allow you to edit them though, but you can download files that you've stored up there if you would like, PDFs that would be able to view that, some types of movies like QuickTime or MP4s. Droids are supposedly going to be working with this soon if they haven't already, but I'm going to say for the time being, Droids won't edit as well. Droids will let you view. But as of right now, the sure bet is Macs and PCs will allow you to edit Office documents online. One other thing here in SkyDrive that I want to show you, not only can you link it mobily, but there's another feature that's called View Sync Folders. You can create a sync folder on your desktop if you go into this feature. Read about it a little bit. I'm not going to put it on this video. I may make a video for it later because I want to keep this one short. But you can create what are called mesh or sync videos, to where you have a folder on your desktop, you drag in a file, and it automatically puts it in the cloud for you without you having to go to skydrive.com and log in and all that stuff. Other than that, if you have any questions, you can email me at dharkro@krista.net, and I'd be happy to help you if you have trouble logging in or if you have questions about different components of Live at EDU. Please send me an email, and I can either create videos or take recommendations for training videos to post online, or just give you some step-by-step help. God bless.